In 1963, the Peninsula Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or PSPCA, began as a small shelter providing temporary housing for lost and abandoned animals. In 1976, the PSPCA added animal control services for stray animals in Hampton and Newport News. This arrangement worked well for many years, but with spay-neuter successfully being used to reduce the number of homeless animals in communities across the country, the no-kill animal advocacy movement began to spread.
In 2010, the board made the courageous decision to become an adoption guarantee or a no-kill shelter to be more in line with our mission to find loving and adoptable homes for all adoptable animals in the community.
What is adoption guarantee?
Adoption guarantee means that we have taken a pledge to find homes for every animal that we take into shelter. It means that we will never exceed our capacity for care here at the shelter. It means that we will never resort to euthanasia as a means of population control at our facility. I guess finally it also means that any animal that comes into our facility for shelter can stay here as long as it takes to find them that perfect new home. Since the Peninsula SPCA made our conversion to adoption guarantee, we've saved the lives of over 1,100 animals, and we've attained a live release rate of over 95%.
With the transition to an adoption guarantee shelter came the creation of PSPCA's Humane Education and Outreach Program.
Humane education is the use of education to nurture compassion and respect for living things. And here at the Peninsula SPCA, we've designed programs not only for the public but for school children to help instill those values and the love of animals.
From hands-on summer camps and school programs to educational visits at the shelter, children are introduced to concepts that promote respect and the humane treatment of animals.
We know that starting early in a child's life creates important animal advocates of the future. But we also know that science education plays an important role as well. And that's why we've created STEM programs for pets, a STEM program, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that's combined with humane education, hopefully to create critical thinking and civic responsibility.
PSPCA's program is unique because of its unusual learning space. Where else can a student hand-feed a goat, laugh with a llama, or cluck with a chicken? The Peninsula SPCA's petting zoo is a classroom without walls, encouraging students to be creative and innovative in an informal education setting. In our effort to offer resources that help keep companion animals healthy and at home with their owners, PSPCA opened the Peninsula's first affordable preventative healthcare clinic in October.
Peninsula SPCA opened up our veterinary clinic to offer low-cost vaccinations and spay-neuter services to our community. We felt this was an important part of our mission to offer outreach to the community to help people keep their pets at home with them and keep them healthy. So once everybody's animals are vaccinated, that means every animal in the community will be safer and protected from disease. When you utilize the Peninsula SPCA's veterinary clinic, not only you're helping keep your animals safe and healthy, but you're helping the Peninsula SPCA by supporting our programs.
We have already made major strides since our transition. PSPCA continues to grow and soon will be the premier community resource for animal welfare and education. Above all, we will continue to be a safe haven for homeless pets in our region, providing limitless care until they can be placed in a loving home. Like 17-year-old Jake, a sweet terrier who was surrendered by his owner and received much-needed oral surgery in our veterinary clinic before being adopted by his new family the following day. And Royce, a young black lab, whose owner, a soldier, was being deployed and had no one to take care of his beloved dog. Or Luna and Nova, two kittens born without eyelids that received the surgery they needed to live normal lives in a forever home. There are numerous stories like these. Just ask John Spencer about his beloved Tolly.
They told us that she was a stray and that she may have been hit by a car, and they posted pictures of her injuries on Facebook, and that's where my wife found the posting. We already had 2 dogs, 2 cats, and 2 geckos. So I was like, absolutely not, when she wanted to go look at another dog. My wife insisted on going to visit her during her lunch break, and said it was the smallest pit that she had ever seen, and she was so cute and so happy. So she convinced me to go on a Saturday, and so I went up there and they put us in the visiting room, and as soon as she walked in there, she jumped up into my lap and spun around and flopped down and fell asleep, and I was like, man, I did not need another dog right now.
But animals aren't the only ones being saved at PSPCA. Don Dobbs found his forever friend at PSPCA in 2013.
My wife and I did retriever rescues with the Golden Retriever Society, and every time we were between dogs, our Golden Retriever got really lonely, so we started looking for a companion and came down here at lunchtime from work and saw him sitting in his cage and took him for a little short walk, and they say that dogs pick you, and I really believe that was the case. He picked me, and when I went back to work, I couldn't get him out of my mind all day long. I actually got off work early so I could come down here and get him out of that cage. I couldn't imagine him in that cage for one more minute.
We know that pets change people, and we will continue to make a difference in the lives of so many adoptees and their families through Adoption Guarantee.
Well, we originally went there to go look at dogs. We never thought of actually adopting one. And we saw her sitting in the cage giving us those puppy eyes, so we asked if we could see her. And we came back the next day and she was still there, so we thought that it was fate that we should adopt her. And now we have her.
But like many, we have challenges. In making the transition to no-kill, PSPCA lost nearly $1 million in public funding. Today, we rely solely on support from the community to operate through adoption, education and clinic fees, and through donations from individuals and partners like Smithfield Foods and Ferguson. The Peninsula SPCA shelters and heals pets, and then finds them amazing new families. We educate the community and engage children, creating compassionate and respectful leaders. We provide much-needed services to those who need it, making our community safer. And we have just gotten started. Join us. Together, we can make a difference in so many lives.